citizen soldiers. So I came across a video that was posted by CNN, and it says, CNN's Mary Snow examines a theater where an earlier shooting prompted stricter security. The shooting they are talking about is of course the Colorado shooting. And to everybody who was involved in that tragedy, my prayers are with y'all. But in this video they talk about how a theater in New York has metal detectors and more cops. Well, this is my response to that. To everybody who has no problem with giving up more of our freedom for safety, let me ask you this. If you're so worried about your safety, then why aren't you worried about harmful vaccines, GMOs, harmful prescription meds, etc., etc.? The odds of being in a random shooting or such attack are very slim, but the odds of dying from the things I just mentioned are very high. Maybe not short term, but long term most definitely. Don't forget you are 7 times more likely to die by a cop than a terrorist. If you're more likely to die by a cop than a terrorist, then why do you want to surround yourself by these people that are more likely to kill you? That makes no fucking sense at all. I'm getting sick and tired of people falling for the media scare tactics and giving up our freedom for your safety. The reason why I believe this is being used as a scare tactic, as well as other political reasons, is because this story is being covered worldwide, all the way down to your local news station. One of my local news stations posted this on Facebook. We're asking if you have increased anxiety in stepping out in public places after the movie theater shooting in Aurora, Colorado. Here's some proof that people are getting scared because of this. I know I'm not going to the theaters anytime soon. That's just ridiculous. Prayers go out to the families. I have always been worried to go anywhere with my kiddos. Now is another reason to watch movies when they come out on DVD. This just proved my point to my kids. I do not like midnight premieres, never have. I always tell them that someone could show up and open fire on everybody. Where would you go? Trapped. I have anxiety about concerts as well. Here are also some comments that show that people still have common sense and aren't falling for the scare tactics. No, bad things happen all the time. I have a greater chance of getting in a car accident than getting shot in a theater. I'm not going to let anyone stop me from living my life. I feel bad for people who allow others to dictate what they will or will not do. Nope, that was an extremely isolated happening. It's not like similar things are going to occur on every corner, at every movie theater, etc. To have fear about it would be crazy. That was a horrible and tragic event though. Praying for all the victims, the ones that lived through it too, and their families. There was also people talking about no, they're not scared because they have guns, and one smart person said this. People, quit telling others what kind of weapons you own. That's what the government wants to know. Just learn to be silent. That just goes to show that there are people out there falling for the scare tactic, but it's also comforting to know that people aren't falling for it and aren't willing to give up our freedom because they know the odds of something like this happening to them are very slim. The reason why I said I also believe this is being used for other political reasons is because if you didn't know, our government is trying to pass the UN Arms Trade Treaty. And if this gets passed, our government will have the authority to raid our homes and take our weapons. This treaty is meant to disarm the whole world. If you don't think our government can come in and take our guns, be advised. They already tested and proved that yes they can. In New Orleans during Hurricane Katrina, our government declared martial law and they sent in the National Guard and police forces from around the nation to search every home and take everybody's guns. And guess what? It was a mission success. People, please wake up and stop smelling the bullshit. Instead of making uneducated assumptions such as, oh, this guy was crazy. He deserves to go to hell for what he did. How about you question things and educate yourself by trying to find the answers to those questions? How about you ask questions like, if this guy was so crazy, shouldn't he have been on some medication? And if he was on any medication, were any of the side effects homicidal/suicidal acts? Since some side effects to a lot of medications are homicidal/suicidal acts? Or how about you ask, if he was an unemployed college student, how did he afford $20,000 worth of weapons and military equipment? Or you could even ask this: if he was such a crazy killer who wanted to kill everybody, then why did he calmly surrender to police and then tell him his apartment was booby-trapped with bombs? That doesn't make no fucking sense. All I'm trying to say is stop huffing all that bullshit. The side effects to huffing too much bullshit is TSA sticking their hands in your pants before you watch a movie, TSA sticking their hands in your pants before you go grocery shopping, TSA sticking their hands in your pants before you rush into the emergency room, losing all of our guns, and losing the rest of our freedom that we've been losing for the past 100 years. But hey, if you want to overdose, go ahead and be my guest. Anyways, much love from the Iraq veteran.